5 all day, all morning, all night, but I'm going to try to keep it brief and let some others talk because, you know, this is a very special moment for Eagles franchise today, and we're really honoring one of the greatest players in the history of the Eagles and certainly the greatest quarterback in the history of the Philadelphia Eagles. Simply put, when all is said and done, this man, number 5, Donovan Mcnabb, was a franchise-changing quarterback. And those words are not spoken very often. On the field, the numbers speak for themselves. He's the franchise leader in every major category: yards, completions, touchdowns, quarterback ratings, and most important, wins. He led the team to 5 NFC East titles and 7 playoff appearances in his 11 years here, including 5 NFC Championship games and 1 Super Bowl. Donovan ranks among the all-time greats in the NFL in several statistical categories. He's one of 3 players in league history with over 35,000 passing yards and 3,000 rushing yards, joining only Hall of Famers John Elway and Fran Tarkenton. Tough? There's never been a player tougher. He didn't go around talking about how tough he was. But all of us remember that Arizona game was just one instance. Breaking his ankle early in the game, coming back and throwing 4 touchdown passes. Just doesn't happen. I don't think a lot of people know one time he was Offensive Player of the Month in the NFL, and he's playing every single game on a painful sports hernia injury. Never one to complain and never one to talk about his injuries. He was a warrior. As a person, Donovan was somebody a lot of us worked with for thousands of days, an all-time great person, somebody who treated everybody in the building exactly the same, and I can't tell you how important that is for a sports franchise. When you have hierarchies of coaches and players, owners, interns, wherever you are in the ranking or sort of the hierarchy of any corporate structure, when you have one of your top field generals and leaders treat everyone the same, it exemplifies everything I know I believe in running an organization. He's got a beautiful wife and 4 amazing kids. He's done nothing but contribute so much time in the Philadelphia community through the Donovan Mcnabb Foundation, the American Diabetes Association. He was a constant presence here, and I think touched so many lives that way as well. Impeccable character, an amazing face of the franchise, and you know, you just couldn't be more proud. If you had an owner, I used to tell my fellow owners, I'm so lucky to have a quarterback and a leader that you could be so proud of every single day of the year. With all that said, I'd like to congratulate Donovan on his retirement from the NFL, and really can't wait till September 19th, when on that night we're going to induct Donovan into the Eagles Hall of Fame and retire number 5 forever. You know, we don't retire numbers that often. Brian Dawkins, Donovan McNabb, these are players that have had a monumental impact on the franchise, and that's how we measure it. It's rare, it's happened, and it's wonderful. And Donovan richly deserves it. And his importance both within the Eagles and the sport as a whole will go down in history. The 9 players, including Donovan, that have been retired, all franchise-changing impact players, from Steve Van Buren, Reggie, Brian Dawkins, and now Donovan. I just can't say enough about number